Hey, this is Jesse with createthis. Today we're going to take off and sharpen a lawnmower blade. It's summer, it's hot out, you're probably mowing your lawn. I know how to do this. Maybe you want to know too. So today I've got a helper. My son Isaac is going to help us out. So
hello.
Say hi, Isaac.
Hello.
All right, and let's see. What's the first thing that we do before we work on a lawnmower?
You gotta unplug the spark plug.
Correct. All right, let's raise up the lawnmower deck here.
Okay.
Okay, so you can see I got some vines wrapped around my lawnmower blade. That sucks, but it's no big deal. It's not going to stop us from doing this. You can see that we've got a bolt holding on the lawnmower blade. Isaac, would you point out that bolt for me?
Right there.
Yep. Okay, so Isaac, why don't you glove up?
Okay.
This is going to be fun because Isaac's going to strain and strain to get this bolt off, and it's probably not going to happen the first time. It's going to be hard for him. So what you want to do when you're removing a lawnmower blade is you want to reach in there with your left hand if you're right-handed and stabilize the blade. Yeah, except you probably want to reach in on the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna go over to the other side.
We'll swap out here.
Okay.
Yeah, stabilize the blade, and then you're going to put that, we've got a breaker bar, which is basically, let me get a picture of that breaker bar, Isaac. Breaker bar is basically just a really long socket wrench, and I think this one is maybe a 3/4. I think it's a 3/4 inch socket, and then we've got an adapter on there that lowers it down from 3/4 to 1/2 inch, and then we've got a 1/2 inch socket that is mated up to the lawnmower blade. So go ahead and put that socket on there, and this is going to be a bit of a challenge for you, but you want to lefty-loosey.
Oh, geez, that's annoying.
Yeah. It would probably help you if you have the end of the breaker bar over here, so that you've got some leverage, because you're gonna be pulling everything towards your body, towards your core. Pull hard. Keep going. You almost got it. I think I saw it moving. You want to hold the lawnmower blade on the end as much as possible, because the further on the end you are, the more leverage you have. No luck?
No.
You want me to do it?
Sure.
Okay, it's a little difficult to do. Some people put a block of wood in there, but they recommend not to do that because you can bend the blade that way if you're not careful. So this is really the best way, but it does require a little bit of brute force. So I'm going to hand the camera to Isaac here. Put on my gloves, which are wonderfully laced with poison ivy.
Yep.
I'm
immune to it though.
Due to another project, and I am not immune to it. And if you want to just crouch down there so that you can get a good picture. And let's see. Don't get in the way of the breaker bar though. Okay, this is even hard for me sometimes. There we go. Amazing feats of dad strength.
Yeah, sure.
One day, son, one day you'll be stronger than me.
It's already happened.
Except it didn't, because I did it and you didn't.
Except I was letting you do it so you could have a little bit of show off.
Whatever, dude. I got that fair and square. You're crazy.
I loosened it up for you.
All right. Just take off the socket there. Do the rest of it by hand.
Just trying to act cool.
Okay. So I sometimes use a machete to get these vines off, but it's really not a big deal.
Want me to go get it?
No, they can stay on there for now. We're really concerned about the blade. So don't get too close because it can't focus more than like 1.5 feet distance.
Oh,
so,
annoying.
yeah.
Sorry if I'm moving a little bit.
All right, so This blade here, you can see that it's got a previously sharpened edge, but you can also see that it has some nicks taken out of it. And that's what we're going to get rid of. We're going to get rid of those nicks. We're going to put a razor sharp edge on here. And the third step is we're going to make sure that it's balanced. And that's going to take the longest. And the way that you balance a lawnmower blade is you take a nail and you put it through the center notch there, and you just let it balance. And if both ends stay where they are, like if one end goes down like this, then you know that this end's heavier. And if that end goes down like that, you know that's heavier. But if it balances perfectly on the nail, then you got a nice balanced blade. And so the way you fix that is, if you've got too much material on one side, you just grind the hell out of that more. And then, then it's lighter because you've ground off more metal. So pretty simple. All right. I'm going to grind the first bit of metal off so that Isaac knows how it's done, and then Isaac's going to take over. All right, so here we've got a Porter cable grinder. It's an 8-inch bench grinder. I've got it on a Harbor Freight bench grinder stand, and I've made an adapter out of a piece of wood. So the stand is bolted to the adapter, and the Porter cable grinder is bolted to the adapter also. And this works pretty well. I'm actually not sure. I think I use this one. I use the left one because this one has like a groove in the plate, and I don't need that groove. That's better for like rods and stuff if you're sharpening those. So I use this flat plate, and the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to take my blade and let's see.
It has a little bit of a lag every 3 seconds.
Yeah, I know it does.
Okay.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glove off, because when you're using a bench grinder or any power tool really, you really don't want to be wearing gloves, because if your glove gets stuck in there, it'll rip the glove, it'll pull the glove into the machine and your hand with it. You don't want that. So I'm going to take my glove off. Now, this is going to make me feel vulnerable, because my hands are going to feel the heat from this metal. But that's fine, because you don't really want the metal to get too hot anyway. If it gets too hot, then it loses its temper, which means that it gets soft. We don't want that. So now I have to figure out which one of these I'm going to use. I think I'm actually going to use this one over on the left because it's more convenient. So, all right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Wait for this thing to get up to speed just a bit.
Do you need safety glasses?
These glasses will protect me fine. And I've got this face shield here, so as long as I'm between, as long as the blade is between me and the face shield, it should be okay. You need the glasses because you're off to the side, so. All right, so again, I'm just gonna put a sharp edge on this. Now, by hand, what I'm doing is I'm trying to match the edge that's already on there. You don't have to get it perfect. It's not a precision piece of blade. It's just a piece of spring steel. And again, I can feel the heat through the blade. So when it gets too hot to touch, I'm just going to let it cool down for a little bit because, why not? No big deal. Now I'm resting the back of the blade on this tool rest. You can see that it's a little bit worn there. And I'm just using that as support. But most of I'm using very light pressure from my fingers, and I'm just gently pushing it into the blade. And since the blade is rotating this way, it's going to take material from the front of the blade and it's going to deposit it backward on the edge of the blade. So that's what I want. That gives me a nice sharp edge. And if you can see that now, I've removed most of the pitting. There's a little bit of pitting right there. You can also see a little bit of bluing right here on the edge. Bluing is bad. That means that you're changing the temper of the blade, so I really want to avoid bluing the blade anymore. That got too hot, basically. But everything else looks pretty good. So, you know, at this point, it's too heavy over here. Right here, it's kind of coming up a little bit. So, you know, I haven't sharpened this yet, and I'm going to do that next. Do you want to sharpen the other end?
Sure.
Okay. Here, I'll put this right there. We can swap out.
I might have moved it a little bit.
It's okay. It's a little hot, right?
Yeah.
But that's okay though.
So I sharpen it like this?
Yeah, and you wanna try to match the angle that's on the blade already with the wheel. And you're not gonna grab it from the bottom, you're gonna push from the top. There you go.
I did it.
Yep.
How did you get this angle right there?
Same way you're doing.
Really?
Yeah, you just kind of tilt the blade a little bit so that it fits.
Oh, there we go.
Yep. Keep going.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense now.
Doing well.
Ah, that's hot.
Yeah, well, if it's hot, move on to another part of the blade. You want to keep your finger over the part of the blade that's in contact with the wheel. So when you move the blade, move your finger as well. There you go, just like that. Gives you more leverage. Make sure that it's in contact.
Ah, geez, my arm is hot from these sparks.
That's fine.
Okay then.
You want to make sure you keep your angle consistent. Lift it up. Lift it up. You see how you've made a different angle there?
Uh-huh.
You see how you've got like a ridge of material going down through the middle there now?
Yeah.
You were using a different angle, so you want to make sure that you use the same angle every time.
What's the right angle here? Like that?
Yeah. And just make sure that you're consistent. It doesn't matter what the angle is, just make sure it's consistent.
It gets really hot really fast.
Yeah, go ahead and flip it over to the other side when it gets hot like that.
Like this? Oh, and then we sharpen this side.
Yep.
Okay. Wait, no. This.
Flip it over again. There you go, like that.
Sharpen this side?
Yeah. You're always sharpening on that side so that the other part of the blade sticks out past the machine.
I got a little bit confused.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, let me... That angle.
You're changing your angle a little bit as you sharpen. It's drifting. See how the blade has changed colors a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to be consistent in your angle.
Oh, geez, this is harder than it looks, people. I'm not joking there. Ah. Like right here, right?
Yep.
I did it!
All right.
There you go.
Keep
See?
moving out to the side.
Okay, so, now this side.
Go all the way out to the edge. Is it too hot?
No, it's like the sparks and... Yeah, it's getting too hot.
Okay.
So now flip over to this side?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Actually, why don't you try balancing it? Let's see what that looks like right now. Yeah, so it's a little heavy on your right side, on our left side. So fair enough.
So we need to sharpen this side still.
No, balance it again. Yeah, that's the side that we need to sharpen. We need to take more material off of that side.
Do we need to let this cool too? Because it's a little bit hot.
You know, a little hot is fine. Too hot to touch is too much. So, all right. So I'm just going to use a bucket of water here. I've got a little bucket of water right here, and I'm just going to dip the blade in the water so that I can sharpen a little more frequently. And I'm going to frequently put the blade in the water because I don't want it to get too hot. If it gets too hot, then it tends to crack when you put it in the water. Okay, so what I've done is I've gotten I think it's a steel bristle welding brush, and I just, you normally use something like this to clear the slag off of a piece of metal as you're welding. And I'm just going to use it here to get like the excess grass particulate off of the blade. That way it doesn't affect my balance measurement. Is that really necessary? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, when you're wetting one end of the blade and the other end's not wetted, yeah, probably. I don't think that this stuff has to be perfect. I think the bearings in a mower are probably pretty tough. They're probably pretty heavy duty. But, you know, balancing your blade just makes the bearing last a little bit longer. So that's always a good thing.
SpongeBob thing like 30 minutes later.
Yeah. I know it, right?
And like show a few things.
10 hours later.
Celeste was like that.
Yeah, she would.
That video.
Yeah, she would. Alright.
If someone saw you from behind. Just imagine being behind him right now. You're welcome for that image.
I feel like this is a little bit of overkill, really.
A little bit. But it'll help. Oh, fucking John.
Yeah, do me a favor and don't knock that over into the car, man.
I won't. If I feel it tilting this way, I'll push it. Put a dent in it. No.
You know I'm recording all those noises that you're making, right?
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and I'm going to totally put them into the video because you're being ridiculous.
No, don't do that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. He's always making fun of me for all the stuff that I do with these videos.
Yep.
Because he thinks that, you know, he's a teenager, right? So he thinks that he's always right and his dad doesn't know anything.
Hey, no, you're the tinkerer.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I've bought him all of the same equipment pretty much so that he can start his own YouTube channel, and he does nothing with it.
I'm going to.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing with it.
I'll prove it to you. I'll start making videos again.
He keeps saying that, like, every 2 weeks. So I'm going to make some videos this week. He never does it, so...
Well, I'm going to do it this time.
I figure as long as I'm making videos and he's not, I get to make fun of him.
Yeah, well, I'm going to change that.
I would love it if you would change that.
I'm going to, like, when Fallout 4 comes out...
When Fallout 4 comes out, that's what he says.
No. Hey, hold on.
That's what he says. But here's the thing, though. He just told me yesterday that Fallout 4, he told me that all of the big-time YouTube gamers, that's what he wants to do. He wants to do YouTube gaming. He told me that all the big-time YouTube gamers get the game way before the rest of the general population. So he thinks...
It's not way before.
He thinks that he's going to make a video about Fallout 4 when it comes out, but I got news for him. Everybody and their mother is going to already have made a video about it.
Nah.
What? I can't hear you. What?
I'm going to be making videos for that, but Oh, New Vegas. Like showing off the DLCs and crap like that. So, oh, let me finish my sentences.
Yeah.
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 Ow! You want to do some more of this? That's pretty close.
Oh, no.
Little bit more, a little bit more.
A little bit.
Hey, nail.
Yeah. Has to be on this side. Almost.
So close. Actually, that's right there.
Yes!
We got it. Okay.
That thing to stop it. See, it stopped. Boom.
All right. So we'll put this down for a second. So we have finished our... Oh, go ahead, do it, do it.
No.
You just don't like to be at the camera?
No.
Oh boy. How are we going to make a YouTube video if you don't want to be in the camera?
Well, I mean, I do, but I don't.
Okay, come on. We're going to put it back on the mower now.
Oh. Okay, so which way does it go?
So you can see we get...
There's bent up sides.
You can see that it's got this shadow right here. That shadow is where that little metal plate with the bolt down here is going to go. So that side's going to be down.
So there are two shadows. This one fits this one. So
Oh, there are two?
yeah, there's two.
Yeah, but that one's a different shape.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
you just fit the one that fits.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Show the camera the two shadows.
Okay, so there's a shadow right here.
Yep.
You might be able to see it.
Yep.
And that fits this.
Yeah.
And then there is this one from right here.
Move your hand. Your hand's in the way. Yeah, there you go. You can see how it's kind of a different shape. All right.
And you just fit it in, and then maybe.
Yeah, you're just going to hand tighten that.
I might do something cool with my YouTube channel, like wear a mask or something.
Wear a mask so you don't have to show your face.
Yeah. Or maybe just like sunglasses or some crap.
I usually just don't do like selfie shots and stuff of my face. I just talk and, you know, show my hands.
But you did do a selfie shot at the
I
beginning.
did. I've been watching Smarter every day too much, and he always does. He's an extrovert, I think, and he always does the selfie shots, and he's wearing off on me.
Yeah, I don't really like showing my face anywhere.
Go ahead and, yeah, see if you can tighten that thing up by hand just by holding the, here, do this. Take the socket off like it was before.
Oh, okay.
And then just tighten it like that. Yes. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that this little piece is on there properly, because it's not right now.
Whoops.
It's kind of cocked sideways like that.
Mm-hmm.
So while it's loose and you can maneuver it, and I think this whole thing like seats in there somehow. There we go. Look at that.
Okay, that makes it a lot better.
Here.
Now here.
So using one hand, hold it like this, and using the other hand, tighten it up.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry if my hands are shaky. They're always like that.
He just had some coffee this morning. It always makes your hands shaky.
That's not the reason.
So you definitely want to put on that glove before you tighten this up.
Yeah.
Because that blade is now sharp. I mean, it's not like steak knife sharp or anything, but it's sharp enough. I'm probably sitting on the other one.
Yeah, you need to get up, son.
No, wait. Am I sitting on it, or did you put it somewhere?
You're sitting on it because you...
No, I'm not sitting on it.
You put it over here. Whoops. Gotta be smart and look around. Because it fell in the crack of doom. Shut up.
You hear all this crap that I gotta put up with for my own son? Such a lot of work.
You're lucky.
You're a lot of work, Isaac.
Thank you! You're so nice to me! It's not working. I don't think it is moving. No, it is. You can tighten it up a little bit before it starts moving.
Okay, fair enough. And again, spark plug is disconnected. Always want to disconnect the spark plug because otherwise moving the motor like this can actually cause it to start up. You do not want that.
That's how mowers start up.
When you reach out with this hand, grab it on the very end. That way I can actually see what you're doing.
Like that?
Yeah, just like that. Gives you a little bit more leverage too. Cool. You want it to be pretty tight. That should be pretty good.
Hulk tight and smash.
It doesn't really have to be Hulk tight. It just has to be tight enough that it's not going to come off.
If you're having trouble...
I'm sure there's a torque. Like I've got a torque wrench inside. I'm sure there's a specific torque for this, but it's a freaking lawnmower, man. Who cares?
If you're having trouble tightening it,
yeah.
Just put it on there and tighten it where it starts to move, and then grab it. It makes it a little bit easier.
Okay. Okay, so I think we're ready to mow the lawn at this point. That's pretty much all there is to it. You what are the steps again? Take off the spark plug, remove the bolt, make sure you wear gloves, sharpen it, balance it, use a bucket of water if it helps to keep the blade from getting too hot while you're balancing it, because you have to remove a lot of material. Put the blade back on the mower, making sure that the spark plug is still removed. And then you're ready to go. Just don't forget to reattach the spark plug before you start mowing.
Yeah, that's probably the one reason why I won't start.
Yeah, it really is. All right, so this is Jesse and Isaac with Create This. If you found this useful, please subscribe, and thanks for watching. I think that's actually the other way around. Usually people do, thanks for watching, please subscribe. Yeah, anyway, ciao.
Gee, that's really